think you're sending a bit of a message out to Phil Eager that you're definitely smartened up for this week's interviews.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed actually, Martin. A good friend of mine back home said I look particularly scruffy and give me a bit of a roasting actually when I spoke to him last time. And Phil, I'm not very happy with it. I've got to be honest with you. Seeing as you got sacked from Caerphilly, but that's another story. But no, he's a good guy, and I try to smarten up a bit. But my stubble's not as bad as it was last week. So that's one for you, Phil.
Well, we're on to the favourite interviews of the year now, new signings, and I'm hoping you're going to tell me a little bit. I have read a little bit about an exciting young player called Michael Keating.
Yeah, we've captured the signing of Michael Keating from Leinster. Michael's come with a big reputation, and we were delighted to have got his services. He's a big, strong winger. Can also play fullback as well. Real good pace, and I'm sure he's going to be a fan's favourite. Hopefully in the mould of Matt Williams, but I'd like to think that Michael might have a little bit more football in him. But we're delighted. We're absolutely over the moon that we've captured a player like this who's very well regarded in Ireland at the moment.
Is bigger and stronger something that you're looking at this season in signings, or is it ability to do the job?
No, I'm looking for ability more than size. I mean, I'm not really interested in the size of the player, but they've got to be good footballers, which is a real focal point for us. He fits the bill in every department. Irish players find it very difficult to break into regional rugby, and when you consider the kind of players that he's playing behind at the moment, i.e. Shane Hogan and Luke Fitzgerald, for example,
people with a little reputation,
yeah, they've got a reputation, and these players are finding it very difficult to break into the regional setup in Ireland, and we found that some of the Irish players are more than happy to come over here and put their hat in the ring, and we're delighted to have captured his service.
Looking at his record and his sort of career stats, he's made at least 10 British and Irish Cup appearances for Leinster A. He's made Magners lead starts, and he's also had appearances for Ireland under 20s. It does seem a sort of sensible progression of a young boy's career.
I think it's from his point of view. If I was in the same shoes, I think it's a very mature decision that he's made, because he's obviously looking long term to be the best player he possibly can be. We're absolutely delighted that he's made a decision to come here. Make no bones about it. We're really pleased with his signing. And like I say, he's had a really good couple of seasons. It's very, very difficult, like I said earlier on, to break into that setup at the moment. But he can come here for at least one season and hopefully longer. And we'll try and progress him and improve him, and hopefully become a fan's favourite. And there's a lot of pressure on that after what happened last season. But we're delighted and over the moon with the signing.
And we know at this level, squad sizes squad sizes mean that needs must really due to injuries. But do you view him more as a winger or a fullback?
Well, we know he's a winger who can play fullback. He's in the same kind of mould as perhaps Dougie Flockhart, who's a winger who can play fullback. But obviously, in time we'll probably make more announcements on other players who'll be coming as well. The one thing about our squad this year, it has to be versatile, and we're going to have players who can play in numerous positions.
Stuart Corser in the back row.
Yeah, Stuart Corser in the back row. That was
didn't work, did it?
Well, he worked well actually. He did all right. I mean, it was a position that he probably never thought would happen. But if the case came this year that we were short of a number and we needed to do it, then we'll do it. We'll just get on with it. We'll roll our sleeves up and get on with it. That's the message to all the players that come here this year, is that there's going to be times when we could be put in some awkward positions, and we just have to get on with it, roll our sleeves up and give the best that we possibly can, and that's what we're looking for.